Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you how I made this little journal. It's a one-page wonder, and I'm working with the Dear Julie Scrap All About It October One More Time scrapbook challenge, using finishing journals that you had, which I had this base, nothing in it. I just had the fold and the pockets, that's it. And then I, with some help from my son, was able to put in my signatures. I was in a car accident on Monday, so I can't do much. I'm too shaky, so sorry about the shake from the table. But I wanted to jump on here and show you real quick how to do this. Take your scoreboard and a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and score. I used ink and I inked up the sides. Score at the 2, the 6, and the 10, and that will create your main base. And then you're going to turn 180, and then you're going to score at the 3, the 6, and the 9. And once you score them, you're going to turn it sideways, and you're going to cut 1, 2, 3 to the 4th rectangle. That's it. Then you take your page, flip it over, and this, I score this way first, and then I fold that back that way. Same with this. I fold it one way and then the other to make my pockets. And then I open it back up and I fold accordion style each side to get it started to fold like it needs to. And then once I've done that, I make my pockets by adding glue here. I do here just in case, and here. Then I flip that over, and that's my pocket. Same with this one. I put glue here, here, and here. Flip it over, and then this turns in. I always put the uncut piece to my left first, and then I accordion fold this like that, and then I flip it over so the uncut piece is on my right now, and then I accordion fold back this way, and there's my book. This becomes a pocket, so I glue, after I've made sure everything is lining up where I want it, I take and I open this up and I add a little line of glue here, and that creates a center pocket. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, center pocket, 5, 6, 7, 8 pockets. And then, so there's the front cover. And so and there's the back cover. So if you open up the back cover this way, on this one I added my signature between this, in this ditch here. Then I have my pocket that I glued together, and then I put my next signature in this dip right here. So that way I had the mountains and the peaks, like, with a pocket here that goes through to the other side, so I can access that middle pocket from either side. And then so pocket, 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 center, that I glued, pocket, pockets, and then oops, there's the back. There's my signature. I did a 2-hole pamphlet stitch with the help of my son. Poked a hole, and then brought in the thread and tied it off in the center. There's my pocket. And then there's my second signature. Again, 2-hole pamphlet stitch, tied it in the center. And you can add tucks and things. And I'm going to add something to my front and use some ribbon to tie it closed here, and the ribbon will go, I will be able to wrap it around and tie it on the side here. So that way it holds everything closed. And so the next thing I did to work on the challenge, we have to spell out Stash Busters, and so this is my journal that I'm going to be using to do the Stash Buster challenge. So I took my scraps. I have friends that collect for me that do paper crafting, so they don't throw away their scraps, and so they give me all kinds of theirs plus my own, so nothing goes to waste from them or myself. I use everything. And when I get stuff, I have these containers that I bought from Michael's and Walmart. I bought one from Walmart for $6 because it was on clearance, and I bought one from from Michael's for $14.99 on their 70% off sale. So when I get my scraps, I use my die cuts and punch out my tags. So I have different tags that I can use, and I pulled out some just from the scrap pieces that I use, and I try not to waste anything, so this will be like a corner tuck or part of an embellishment, so I don't waste anything. So I have their scraps and my scraps, and so I'm stash busting. And then I bought these containers, and it holds several containers in there. So what I do is I punch out, like this one has my flowers in it, so I have a bunch of different flowers in here, so I can still craft even without having to punch out stuff. Here's some tags in here. So I got all kinds of tags that I punched out, some tags that I stamped on paper and then punched out the paper. So I didn't waste anything. These are some that I bought or were given. And so this will become a tag as well. That's why it's in there. So I'm able to do my crafting without having to punch out anything right now, which is a good thing because I'm not up for it. So I have all these little containers that have different things that was sent to me in Happy Mail, stuff that we punched out with our punches, and then I glued in the packaging to make windows on a book page, so I have that in there for an embellishment. Butterflies that I bought from Dollar Tree, I just stuck the sizes with the multicolors into a bin, so it's easy access. Some birds that I've punched out for projects. I just had some extra ones and I just stuck them in there so I can add them if I want. And then circles, all sizes of circles from everything. Magazines, Happy Mail, junk mail, and washi tape tabs. So I can pull out what I want, when I want, and how I want, and just kind of go from there. It makes it a lot easier. So I did the T because I can't punch or stamp, or I can stamp. I can't do a lot of stuff with my punches and my dies. So I did T for tag. We were supposed to make a tag. So I had a scrap piece of paper that I folded in half. I used my die cut, but I didn't use my die cut. I held it on here and I cut my corners, so it was a cheater tag. It's just a piece of paper that's folded in half, and I stacked a waterfall style tags here, and I just used the ink and went around these ones, so it's a waterfall interactive one that I stamped thinking of you underneath of there, and then I stamped my lines here, and then I used a circle punch there and a brad, stapled that eyelash trim on there. I picked up these Scotty stamps from a vintage store, and this paper came in Happy Mail, so had a little square of that I put the stamp on. And so there's my tag, and we're supposed to do an embellishment and a tag. So here's a tag envelope. So I used the eyelash trim, the Happy Mail package paper, the Scotty stamp. I used my stamp, and I just thinking of you there, added a paper clip, had help punching a hole to add the brad, and my tag is the envelope that I had help punching the little hole there. And then this tag, I took a half a tag and made a tuck on each side so them tags come out. And these are held in by the paper clip, and it lines up and it looks like there's a tag. It's a tag tab right there. And then this just goes down, up, around, just like that. And I glued the butterflies on, and so that can slide into the journal. So here's my first T tag. I have to decorate a tag and embellish a tag, make an embellishment. So I have a piece that I can clip in to my journal part back here. And I started my Stash Buster challenge with my tag, T for tag, and I made a tag envelope and a tag note strip, and I embellished it. Thanks for watching. Again, if you're needing this, it's score it. It's a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, just a regular 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and figure out which side you want your design on. I wanted my pockets to have the flowers, so that's why I picked this part. 2 inches, 6 inches, 10 inches, score lines. You can ink it if you want to, turn it 180, score it at 3, 6, and 9. Easy. 2, 6, and 10, 3, 6, and 9. Then cut 1, 2, 3 rectangles down the center on that 6-inch score line, leaving one, folding it, turn for your pockets, glue them down on both sides, accordion fold on your 3, 6, and 9, accordion fold on your 3, 6, and 9, and there's your journal, just like that. And then your center where it's folded, add your glue strip here to make it a pocket. You can decide if you want it to go all the way through or if you just want it one-sided, and figure out what you want for that. I did it where I can access from both sides. And then the back side, the front cover and the back cover makes a mountain and a valley. That's your glued. So mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. So in between the valleys on each side of the pocket here is where I sewed in my center signature with the 2-hole pamphlet stitch right there and right there. I had 8 pages total. So it's a 8 pages front and back. 8 times 4 is 32. So I have 32 pages of writing space in the journal part. And then I made a flip out on part of them. So some of them have the flip outs, some of them don't. So I can write a longer story with writing paper, pocket, and my center signature. I just used a scrap piece of 12 by 12 from a strip that was given to me. So I hope you like that. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Again, I will answer any questions. I hope this was helpful. So be able to craft even if you're not able to. Like me, like I said, I was in a car accident on Monday. I'm fine. I just have a headache and I'm shaking still. So I can't do a lot of things. I can't even open that. So, thanks. Happy crafting. Have a happy crafty day. Bye.